Here are the three objections I hear most often when I talk about free market capitalism. 1. Capitalism is for the rich. Nonsense. The rich and powerful are perfectly happy with monopolies, regulations, and command economies when they and not markets are in control. In fact, according to a recent study, the world's most unequal country is socialist Venezuela. What's unique about free markets is that you can only stay rich if you enrich others with higher productivity and cheaper goods and services. That's why the income of the poorest tenth of the population is more than 8 times greater in economically free countries than in the least free. Globally, since 1990, the share of people in extreme poverty has declined from close to 40% to less than 10%. More than 100,000 people rose out of poverty every day. That's the greatest thing that has happened to the world, and it happened fastest in the countries that began to liberalize their markets. 2. Corporations make obscene profits at the expense of us. Nope. In a free market, no deal is ever made unless both parties think that they benefit from it. And you can only get rich by enriching others. Before a business can make a profit, it first has to produce something customers value. Then pay its suppliers. Then pay the bank for loans, and of course pay salaries to its employees, even if it doesn't sell a single product. If a business managed to make all these groups happy and still has anything left, that's the profit, which will of course be heavily taxed. So the capitalist is last in line. Profits are not something they take from others. It's the small share they get to keep of the value they create for others. 3. Free trade results in exploitation and a race to the bottom. On the contrary, when countries open up to the world, they get access to technology, know-how, and economies of scale that raise their productivity, and so they also improve wages and working conditions. On average, foreign-owned companies pay 16 to 40% more than comparable local companies. Since 2000, the global rate of workplace deaths declined by 14% and child labor declined by 40%. Neither is there an environmental race to the bottom. The richer countries get, the more they protect their environment, and free trade speeds up the transition to new and greener technologies around the world. If this is exploitation, then the only thing that's worse than being exploited is not being exploited.